Hi everybody. So in this video, we'll be talking about polynomials, what are polynomials, and also about the factor theorems. I'll be telling you two methods how to divide a polynomial. First one is long division methods and synthetic methods, and also we'll be covering up everything which is there in your curriculum related to polynomials, as well as I'll be telling you how to find the remainder also. Okay, so let's go ahead and yeah. So we have divisions of polynomial and factor theorem. Okay, this is there in your 11th and 12th grade of your A levels as well as some of the other curriculum also. Right? So what is a polynomial? Basically, it's just a kind of algebraic expression. Okay. And what happens here? The power decreases. Power is what? The highest index of your variable. Like here it is 5. So that is what power is. And here in the polynomial, it decreases. Okay. So you have 5 here, isn't it? You have 5 here. Then it became 2 and then it keep on decreasing. Okay. The condition here is that it should be a whole number. This degree, this power, it should be a whole number. It cannot be a fraction. It cannot be integer. Then only it would be considered as polynomial, right? Now these things, these are called as coefficient, okay, of your variables, and obviously x is a variable and any term is there. These all are terms and this 7 is a constant. You must be knowing it from the earlier classes. Okay, so we have to see how we divide this polynomial with the other polynomial and what are the methods of division. Just tell me whether this would be a polynomial. Okay, now I have 8 under root x and I already told you that power cannot be. This thing is actually 8x to the power half plus 7x square, right? The power, the variable, it should always be a whole number. Since it's a not a whole number, this won't be a polynomial. Okay, right. Now we'll be looking at divisions of polynomial. So there are two types of method for division of polynomial. First one is long division method and the second one is synthetic division, right? It's synthetic is same like your long division. It's just the shortcut of your long division method. So let us do this thing with the help of an example. Okay. So here I have x square plus 7x plus 3. This thing is divided by, you know, x minus 1. Okay. So what I'll be doing, I'll be drawing a bracket like this, which you used to draw in your earlier classes, and I'll write here x square plus 7x plus 3. Obviously, this is your dividend. This is your divisor. So this is x minus 1. Now, listen to me carefully how you have to do this division. Okay. First thing is that you see they are in decreasing order. So obviously they are there in decreasing order. There's nothing to care about. Now I'll be only looking at the first term. Remember, only I'll be looking at the first term. I'll forget about the other terms. And this first term with the multiplication of divisor, I'll try to make it. Only first term you have to see, right? So here it is x square. I have to make it x square with the multiplication of this divider. So what this divisor I have to multiply? Obviously, I have to multiply this divisor by x, right? Why? Because x times x minus 1, it gives me x square minus x. Forget about the other term, only look at the first term, right? So I'll be multiplying it with x. Here, when I multiply with x, I get x square minus x, okay? This. Now multiply it with a negative sign. So it would become minus x square, right? And then plus x, minus x square plus x, right? So minus x square plus x. Multiply, then multiply and then multiply it with a negative sign also. Okay, so what will happen? Minus x square and plus x square cancel. This will give me 0. 7x plus x will give me 8x, right? And then this 3 will drop down, so 8x plus 3. Same way, what now I have to make? Obviously 8x, right? I'll forget about the other term, so I'll be multiplying with 8 because 8 times x will give me, so it is 8x minus 8. Okay, then minus and then plus, right? I'll multiply with that. So this gives me 0 plus 8 plus 3 gives me 11, right? So what you got? What all things you got? This thing, you got it as a quotient. Yeah. So quotient, you got it as x plus 8 and remainder, you got it as 11. Yeah. Remainder, you got it as 11, right? And x minus 1 is your divisor. This is your dividend. This is your divisor. I hope you must have got it, right? So dividend, we got it as x square plus 7x plus 3. Divisor, I got it as x minus 1. Result, I got it as x plus 8. Okay. And remainder, I got it as 11. Okay. Now, another thing which I wanted to tell you is synthetic method. Before that, if you want to find remainder, you can find directly also, right? Just equate the divisor with 0, x minus 1 equal to 0. So x you get it as 1 and put the value here, right? So when I put, I get 1 square plus 7 plus 3, how much I get? 11, right? So whatever value you get, that would be your remainder. That's how you can find it easily, right? Instead of going just a long step. Okay, now let's go ahead with synthetic division, right? Now, synthetic division is also same as your long division, but what happens here that we are doing it in a much more shorter way. Okay, so this thing we are doing it in a much more shorter way, right? So how I have to do synthetic division? Let's see. First of all, first step, you will be seeing that everything is arranged. Okay, everything is arranged in decreasing order. So yes, it is decreasing order, it is arranged, right? Okay, now write your equation, write your expression in the decreasing order form. So you have 3x cube minus 4x plus 5. This expression, I'll write it in decreasing order form. Whatever things are not there, I'll make their coefficient 0 and then I'll write in decreasing order form. So I'll write this thing as 3x cube plus 0x square. Since x square was not there, minus 4x plus 5. Okay, right? Okay, so this is what I have done. And then equate your divisor with 0. So x plus 2 is equal to 0. This implies x, I get it as minus 2, right? So this thing we have done, this was the step number 1. Okay, consider it as a step number 1, these both things, right? Now what you do, you make a column like this. Okay, what you do, you make a column like this. Okay, this L-shaped column, you'll be write your x value here and write all the coefficient here. So 3, 0, minus 4 and plus 5. Make a column, write your divisor value here and then write all the x values here. Okay, then what I'll be doing, I'll be adding this with, right, and then I'll be multiplying this right here. Since the first term it would be 0, nothing is there, so it would be 3 only here. After that, whatever I get, I'll multiply with divisor and then add it and write it here. Okay, when I'll do that, you'll get it to know, right? Since nothing is there in the starting, so it would be 0 here. Okay, so 3 plus 0 will be 0. As I'll do that, you'll understand. Nothing is there, so it would be 0 here. So here in the starting, I get it as 3 only. Okay, first term, you don't have to multiply. Just keep it as it. Now, next term, you multiply with minus 2. Okay, whatever you get. 3 times minus 2, I get minus 6. So that minus 6, I'll write it here. Got it? Right? And then add it also. Okay, so minus 6 plus 0, you get minus 6. Okay, then, right? Yeah, minus 6 you got, then whatever you get, again multiply it and write it below the 4. So minus 6 times minus 2, you get it 12. 12 and minus 4, you get 8. Then whatever you get, multiply with minus 2, minus 16. Okay, that's it. That's how you have to keep on going and do it. So minus 16 plus this thing plus 5, how much you get? Minus 11. Right. So this is what it gives your remainder and this is what it gives you your quotient. Okay. So your quotient will be what? Quotient will be 3 x square minus 6x plus 8, right? Whatever your highest degree, 1 less than will start for all your quotient and your remainder will be minus 11. Got it? So how you have to do? First, arrange the things, whatever terms are not there, write it with the 0 coefficient, equate the divisor and whatever the value of that, make that L column, okay? And then you write here I get x equal to minus 2 and write all the coefficient. Remember, you have to write 0. Then first one will always be 0 because I had nothing. So 3 plus 0 gives me 3. Whatever number you are getting, multiply it with your divisor equation 0 and then you keep it here. So 3 times minus 2, I get minus 6. Again, I let minus 6 times minus 2. So actually, it was long division. This we are doing it in a simpler way. Okay. So yeah, this is it. Step 1, you have minus 2, you make it 305. Then this 3 will drop here. And minus 6, then minus 12, everything you'll get it. Okay. So this was what for your synthetic division. Okay. I hope you guys must have got it how to do synthetic division as well as how to get right, how to do long division. Now we'll be looking up what is a factor theorem, right? So x plus minus h is a factor of polynomial, then the remainder will be 0. Anything, right? If you divide it by its factor, your remainder always you get 0. Suppose 12 have factor 3. So 12 when I divided by 3, obviously what remainder you get? It gets fully divided. So your remainder becomes 0. Isn't it? So same way, if I say x minus 2 is a factor of polynomial, so if I divide that polynomial by x minus 2, definitely, suppose if this is the polynomial x square plus 4 minus 4x, right? I divide this, obviously I get the remainder as 0. This is what your factor theorem tells you, right? Now, if we have to find the remainder, so what the method I told you, directly equate this divisor with 0. What is my divisor here? My divisor is x minus 2 here. So I'll equate this with 0. So x, I will get it as 2. And I'll directly put this x equal to 2 here, right? So I'll put this value. So I'll get 3 times 2q, yeah, plus 2 times 2 square minus 7 times 2 plus 5, right? This I'll equate. So what I get, 8 times 3, 24, plus 4 times 2, 8, minus 14 plus 5, right? So whatever you get, that's your 32 minus 14. So you get 18, 18 plus 5, 23. That will be your remainder. Got it? Directly you can get a remainder. Okay. Now factorizing and solving a quadratic polynomial. I hope you guys can do this, right? So yeah, this is what we have done till remainder theorem. After this,